Once again, Pauline Hanson is back in the headlines. The Australian Parliament again became the witness of the aggression and hatred of this politician against the religious wearing that women in Islam chose to wear with their own free will in Australia. The One Nation leader has renewed her call to ban the burqa and face coverings in Australia, claiming it's about national security and women's rights. But let's pause for a moment and ask, is this really about women's rights? Or is this about something much deeper, something far uglier? This isn't the first time Pauline Hanson has played this card. Back in 2017, she walked into the Australian Senate wearing a black burqa, a move that shocked the nation. Her goal? To prove a point and push for a nationwide burqa ban. To prove her point, she dramatically removed the burqa from herself to show that how suffocating and restricting the burqa was for Muslim women. But instead, her stunt was met with public outrage and an unforgettable rebuke from then Attorney General George Brandis, who said, "Senator Hanson, no, we will not be banning the burqa." His words drew applause across party lines, a rare moment of unity in Australian politics, because everyone understood. This wasn't about national security. This was about humiliation and provocation. 8 years later, Hanson is back with the same rhetoric. She now claims that over 20 countries have banned the burqa and that Australia should get on board. She talks about security threats and masked extremists. Hanson said that the clothing is in violation of Australian culture, law and values and basic women's rights, and that a ban is all the more urgent in light of the Albanese government's deportation of extremists and assistance to Gazans associated with Palestinian resistance. She even says the burqa is a mechanism for men to control women. But let's be honest, if Pauline Hanson truly cared about Muslim women, she would start by listening to them, not speaking over them. She would defend their freedom to choose, not strip it away. Because forcing a woman to remove her veil is no different from forcing her to wear one. Both are acts of control, not liberation. Let's talk about this so-called concern for Muslim women. Where was Pauline Hanson's compassion when Palestinian women in Gaza were denied even the most basic human rights? It's so strange that Hanson was so quick in connecting the burqa with Palestinian resistance groups, but she ever showed any concern about the freedom for Palestinian women. When women in Gaza were attacked by airstrikes, when pregnant mothers couldn't reach a hospital because they'd all been targeted and executed, when women were forced to give birth in tents with no medicine, no sanitary pads, no clean water, where was Pauline Hanson's voice? When babies died in their mother's arms because milk formula was blocked and the mothers were too malnourished to breastfeed? Where was her defense of women's rights when Palestinian women were tortured and abused in Israeli prisons? She never spoke then. She never condemned it. Because her concern is selective. It only appears when Islam can be blamed, not when Muslims are suffering. So let's be clear. Pauline Hanson's renewed call to ban the burqa isn't about protecting women. It's about vilifying a religion and painting Muslims as threats. If she truly believed in freedom, she would defend a woman's right to wear whatever she chooses. But she doesn't. Because this isn't about freedom. It's about fear, hate, and political opportunism. Pauline Hanson doesn't want to free Muslim women. She wants to erase their identity. And she definitely doesn't want to protect them. She wants to use them for propaganda against Islam. That's all for today. If you found the video informative, please like it and subscribe to the channel. Jazakum Allahu khairan.